Hump day, hump day, hump day. Carlisle, our little rooster, is crowing in the background. He's the most fun little rooster. He's a frizzle, which reminds me of what's her name from Magic School Bus. What's her name? Frizzle?
Yeah, Miss Frizzle.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a frizzle, and he's all of his little feathers pop out. They're fluffy, and he looks really fat. He's not fat, but he looks so very fat, and he runs. I'll have to post video because he makes me laugh hard. Today is the 2nd. Woo! And it is Wednesday. So, but what's even funnier is my sweet little Carlisle. All of his hens are like twice his size, so he tries to procreate with them, and he's basically just humping their back. It's pretty funny. I'm like, Carlisle, we're going to have to get you some younger girls, some smaller girls, because he is just trying so hard. It's just not going to happen. Poor little thing. So we don't have to worry about our eggs being fertilized, because they are definitely not. So, all right, let's share some wins. That's what we do first. We celebrate wins. Kevin, is that you got a win?
Well, actually, I got a comment for you about the roosters.
Oh, tell us.
So, yeah, absolutely. So I typically wake up, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I do some crazy stuff. I go run, I go bike,
yes,
and whatnot. So this morning I went hiking instead.
Okay, where do you live?
I live in Manassas, Northern Virginia, and
okay,
we've got beautiful wooden trails behind our subdivision.
I love it.
But I normally also walk with a bulletproof vest that is like 35 pounds, and also have a backpack that I add about 50 pounds of dumbbells in the back.
Is this for danger or just for weight gain, like weightlifting?
It's just a workout.
Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't like in a danger zone.
Oh no. So this morning at 4:30, I was walking past a subdivision, an average price about $900,000. And I know for a fact there is not a single non-HOA home there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I started hearing freaking roosters.
That's funny.
Okay. I got back home and I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out. What the hell is going on there? So I clicked on the map and I started looking at Google Map at every single house, as I was passing by.
Yeah.
There is not a single farm out there. There's not a single non-HOA home behind that subdivision. So somebody in a $1 million HOA subdivision has roosters.
I love it.
So funny.
It was like at 4:30 in the morning. Amazing.
Well, that is amazing. And you know what? Here's the girl who likes to walk the line on rules. So I was in an HOA at our last house, and it said no farm animals. Farm animals. What it also said is you could have pets.
Yeah, it must be an emotional pet then.
So yeah, we had pet chickens and a pet rooster. No, we didn't have a rooster there. We only had chickens.
So you had your duck.
We had our duck. That's right. We had our duck and our chickens. So there's always a loophole if you're willing to find it.
Yeah, I wonder if somebody may have bought a president of an HOA with a dozen eggs.
You could do that now.
Yeah, you could. We've been selling eggs for, there's a local farmer who he wanted to donate to Carolina Waterfowl, which is where I often volunteer. But he lives way out, and he was like, if you'll sell these eggs, Robin, at your house, because, oh my gosh, Lynn, I do. I'm going to tell that story in just a second. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. I need to friend you because you're friggin' amazing. But anyways, I told him I would make an egg stand at our house because our house is very busy. So we're selling eggs, and all the bunnies going to Carolina Waterfowl, which is phenomenal because those people operate on a nothing budget. We've already given them like $500, which is, that's like mind-blowing. So this woman named, I got so excited because she's on here. This woman named Lynn Allen just popped onto TikTok, And one day I was riding down the middle of the, it's not an interstate, but it's two lanes with a median. So it's a pretty big road, right? Two lanes on each side with a median. And I saw this mama duck shoved up against the curb. And I was like, something's wrong. So I turned around and went back. Well, the mama duck had been killed. And there were 2 baby ducks dead with her. But there were all these other baby ducks everywhere. And so I parked my car, I raised the hood, I put like an orange flag on it, like literally in the middle of one of the roads. And I'm in the median, in the bushes, searching for these baby ducks. Well, this woman stops and she's like, can I help? And I was like, yes. And her name is Lynn Allen. She's on TikTok. So we frantically searched for these little baby ducks. And we got some and we could not find some because she had to leave. And I was like, well, I can't leave because like they'll be killed. So she had to leave. We got all of them but one. And I'm freaking out because literally the cars are like, and the bushes, of course, are like sticker bushes, and we're diving in, and you dive for one, and they run that way. So, anyways, she leaves. This other man stops, and I'm frantically searching. And he's like, I was like, well, what are you doing? And I said, I told him. And so he goes, oh, you mean this one? Leans down, picks it up.
Oh.
And I took all the babies to Carolina Waterfowl, and they were able to help them. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so sorry for my little story, but that's so fun that you popped on here, Lynn, and I'm so glad. I'm going to friend you later. So that was a fun memory. Wow, those little babies were so pitiful, and then I had to take the mama duck and the baby ducks away. That was sad, but we did our best. So, all right, wins. That was a long segue. Wins. What kind of wins we got? I know y'all got some wins.
Went under contract yesterday.
You went under contract?
Yep.
Woo!
My buyers are under contract.
For the one, that's the one that, is that the one that came back?
Uh-huh.
Go girl.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. Saved them about $26,000, and we had no due diligence money or a due diligence period. And we
Wow.
closed on 15th.
You're closing on the 15th of April?
No, we're closing on the 15th.
It's possible. See, y'all can get us some closings for
It's a
April.
cash
All of
deal.
us. Love it.
Perfect.
Cash deal.
Love it. That's awesome.
Kind of
What
pushed myself out.
What was the source of that client?
It was, I had phone duty for my firm, and it was a call that came through, and I just happened to get it that day.
So are you going to be sleeping now in the office every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
No, I'm not, but
No.
I still do phone duty, and still go into the office. Right now, I'm not because Magic's kind of torn open his foot, so I have to be here for that.
Ah,
Yeah, bandaging up a almost 9-year-old disgruntled Rottweiler is always fun.
so fun. Okay, Brendan, hi. Blue Brain, hi. It's hard for me to see these comments. They don't pop up good. Ed, hi. Thanks for popping in. We talk real estate. If y'all got real estate questions, or if you want to talk real estate, put something up. We'll try and answer it. And Brandon loves farm animals. Yeah, me too. Good job, Corinne. All right, who else has a win? We're sharing wins, and then we talk stuff. So, who else has a win? Hey, Realtor Charlotte.
In our market here, we had 197 expireds on April 1st.
Mm.
So I don't call expireds. I just forwarded that list to one of the people on my team, and he was on the phone yesterday, and I think that he's been on the phone since 8 o'clock this morning. He's got already 2 appointments lined up. So
Wow.
people, it works.
That's
And
awesome.
There's a lot of competition for expireds.
I love that.
So you have to figure out your own script and whatnot, your own unique service proposition,
Yes.
and differentiate yourself. And the most important thing is go several layers deep. Why are you moving? What would happen if you don't move? What would happen if you don't get to Florida on time?
Right.
Your Alzheimer's, parents need help. What happens if we don't sell your home? And what would be the pain? Because
Right.
people appreciate pain much more than they appreciate
Ooh,
pleasure.
I love that. Thank you, Kevin. I love that. Hey, here's a question from Ed. I don't know the answer, but I will find it out. He says, I'd like to buy property in the Philippines. Is that possible? I'm American. My son is in the Philippines like today. So I will text him and ask him to ask around. And I will check my network and see if we have any agents in the Philippines, and I'll get back to you. So check your messages for me. That's exciting. Love that. Good idea, Kevin. Call the expireds and go deep with the pain
he's not
points.
in Philippines.
Say it again. We're not. No. Well, maybe there's got to be other
not.
agents, so I can find one. The big question is as an American, can you buy property there? So that's something I can research. Mackenzie has a call with a realtor this morning for a potential referral. Woo woo! Go girl, go girl. Thank you for that, Kevin. All right. Okay, and Fred, I will look that up for you, and I will get you an answer because that's a great question. I love. I just got somebody a referral to Guam the other day, so that was pretty fun. All right, who else has a win? Thank you for asking that, American or Ed Freded. Yeah. Anybody else got a win? My win. What did I do yesterday? I had a win yesterday. I did get under contract on a listing. Well, Wally and I closed on a HELOC. Okay, thank you for that, Fred. I will find that out. We closed on our HELOC yesterday, which is a line of credit that you can have from your home. If your home has any equity in it, you can get money out and utilize it for things. And we're going to be utilizing that to buy a property that many of you know about. And that gets to happen next week. And so we're so very excited. So that was a personal win, but it's also a real estate win because I get to count that as a closing, the one next week. So, woo, woo.
Are you a single family or a multi-dwelling?
Yes. That's the best answer. Yes, I'll talk about it later. Thank you for that. I can tell you later. At home with JP. Good morning. All right, Diane Hibbs has a topic, she said, that she wants to discuss. So let's hear what you got. Cool lady.
So I am going to be putting in a contingent offer,
Okay.
and I want to make it attractive.
Yes. Contingent.
So I've never done it before, so I would like some suggestions for how to make it the most attractive offer. The property has been on the market for 9 months, so I expect that they will take it, but I still want to make it attractive.
Love it.
What's the contingency?
The sale of a house.
Is there's already listed?
I have it in as an incomplete listing. I can put it in as coming soon up to 21 days before it goes active. So I could put it in within the next week.
Cool. What is in
Plans to have it ready May 1st.
Okay. In Texas, do you have a termination fee? Like if you go under contract on a home, is there any money that you put up that if you back out, you lose it?
Option money. Yeah.
Option money.
So that's due diligence, basically.
Okay. And how long is your due diligence?
We can make it anything. So that's another point of negotiation.
All right. So here's my
Usually
suggestion.
it's 7 or 10 days, something like that.
Enough time to get an offer, get a inspection, and your do your loans negate a deal? Like if it doesn't appraise, can you back out with no penalty?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here's how I would play it. Option money you lose if you back out during the 7 days.
Yes.
And then, okay. And then hey, Michelle, you can't, so during the other one, so your key would be just a normal normal option period. But what I would do is a termination fee. an additional termination fee. So for your option period and your offer, I would do whatever is traditional in terms of just do your 7 to 10 days, do your regular amount of option money. But then I would say, if we do not close on this deal, what's the price point of the home?
$1 million.
Yeah. If we don't close on this deal, we're gonna lose 20 grand. Like, put up some money that shows them you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to do what your buyer's willing to do what. This is just my personal opinion. You're willing to take the risk. You're willing to put 20 grand on the line and buy this house, regardless, because we're going to sell our house. We're going to do what we need to do to sell the house. Now, in that same breath, before I would do anything and make it contingent, I would ask them about an equity line on their own home, like a bridge loan. And
I've already talked to the lender about whether they have to be contingent. It's a VA loan, and so in order to free up their
they got to sell
their entitlement. Yeah. Well, no, they're not. Actually, it's a very convoluted thing. They're not even selling their house as contingent. It's her mother's house because her mother's moving in with them. Their house they're gonna sell afterwards. But in order to free up that entitlement for the VA loan, they have to put down $250,000. So they need the mom's house to do that.
So can they? I don't know. There's so many ways to deal with that. Can they? I mean,
maybe a HELOC to get that money first.
Yeah, a HELOC to get that money first, or can they buy the mom's house? Like if they buy the mom's house with a HELOC, that'll instantly give them that $250 if they can't sell that house quickly, right? But it'd be better just to sell the mom's house. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many ways you.
I think it will. So here's the other. So I spoke with the mom, and she's a little bit unrealistic on price right now. But I'm putting in my email to them this morning that we need to be aggressive with pricing. In order to negotiate down, and I'm saying we need to go in at 300 and hope for multiple offers to get it up.
Right, exactly. I love that. And the whole, you can't underprice a home. The other piece that I was thinking is send the agent on the one that you're wanting to buy, the mother's home, like, and with all the details and comps, go ahead and present, why, a CMA, so that they know you're serious.
Got all that.
I think the biggest thing is I'd put up some money that says.
I think that's a good idea. So one way
you're breaking up today
that I've heard to write it is okay. So I'm breaking up.
Yeah. No, not for y'all.
On our end.
For me, she is. But that's okay. All right, keep going.
Oh, okay. So one way I've heard to write it, because if you let's say we expect to sell within 60 days. Let's say we want a 60-day contingency. Well, we'd have to be under contract in 30 days in order to close 30 days later, right?
Right.
But if we're not under contract, let's say by that 31st day or 40 days in, then they're just sitting there waiting for that to expire. So I want to say something like that we have to be under contract by a certain time.
Love that.
And if we're under contract by, let's say, 45 days from now, then they will automatically extend for 30 days for closing. But
love
otherwise,
that.
Yeah, right. Does that make sense?
Yep, I love that idea.
I'm not sure how to write it, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think here's the other thing, like not even a bridge loan, but like a lot of times, like if they have that much money and even if they need the 250, like I tell people a lot of times, go, because here's the truth. So think about it. Think about this. Like this is gonna be you got to go the whole way with me. Okay.
Yep.
Call the lender and ask if they don't do VA. Do they qualify to buy the $1 million house? Okay, on paper, even if they know they need the 250 to buy that, on paper, do they qualify?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. okay? Because if on paper they qualify, then you don't have to present as contingent. Now, stay with me.
Okay.
So you go ahead and do the offer with a long close date. You go ahead and list Mama's house, and the goal would be to marry those. You're going to close on Mama's house in 45 days, and you're going to buy this house in 45 days. If that should not happen, that's when they could take out a bridge loan, wait for Mama's to close, and buy that one. Or yeah, and then just replace the bridge loan after you sell Mama's. To make that make sense?
Yeah.
So, because on paper, and here's the other thing you tell your sellers or your buyers that are stressing out, like, well, we can't do it. We don't have the money. Well, you don't have to have the money. Like, you're going to still do the exact same thing as the contingent, but as long as we have a pre-approval that says that you can qualify, then you don't have to actually have the money. You just have to have the money when it's time.
Yeah.
So, I've done that several times.
Okay.
And then just marry them up. And that's where Mama has to get serious, that at, day 15, she's got no showings. Okay, we are bottoming out. We're going to go for a bidding war. We're dropping it down. And boom, 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 boom. And then hopefully the buyers can pressure Mama to do that so they actually can move forward and not lose their 20 grand.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Thank you.
So 2 choices.
Anything else as far as if you got a contingent offer that you'd want to see?
Does anybody else have thoughts on that? Like, that's what I'm thinking, but let me think about, oh, somebody else says something. Oh, he's saying your buyers could try new construction.
Oh, no, we already have a house they want.
Yeah. If I'm getting contingent offer, I want them to have risk. I want to know that their home is priced right, that it's going to be on the market, that they're willing to do what they need to do, or they're going to lose money if they take my house off the market. And it's going to be a hurt. Like, I want it to hurt the buyers because it's going to hurt me to take the house off the market, especially in April.
Yeah.
We are in the spring market. So those are the big ones for me. Repairs, maybe. You're not going to nickel and dime them on repairs. Now that's, VA is, make sure that house is
That's true.
VA-ish, like, does it have peeling paint? Does it have wood rot,
Well, it's literally $1 million house.
Oh, so it's good. Okay.
It's in good shape.
Yeah. Michelle agrees with me.
I am going to suggest, so she's getting a new roof on that house right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to suggest an inspection done before we list it, so that it's ready for anybody that wants it.
Yeah.
And it lets you know too if there's any additional red flags that need to be taken care of prior to
Exactly.
going active.
Yeah, only thing I don't typically do an inspection before because my inspector is going to find stuff different than yours. But in that situation, it might be good because that way your timeline is going to be shorter.
Well, but I also, not that they wouldn't do their own inspection, I just want to show the listing agent that we have things ready.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, they'll always do their own inspection, but I'm always like, if I go and do an inspection and we fix XYZ and then Susie comes in and she does an inspection, they're going to want ABC fixed. Well, damn, we just fixed XYZ.
Right.
Which they don't care about because it's already fixed. So it just gives them more to want unless you can fix everything and then, then you're in a different scene.
Yeah.
So that's a great question.
Thanks for your help.
You're so welcome. So yeah, just ask, can they do a conventional loan or a HELOC? How old's the mom?
75, I think.
Okay,
What about a HECM loan?
exactly.
I don't know what that is.
You could explore
Home
it.
equity conversion mortgage. It's
Now there is some rule about the youngest person in the house, so
right. So definitely check into it, but it's basically a better version of the traditional reverse mortgage.
on the
Can
mill.
you sell it right after you get that?
So what you do is you're gonna buy the you would be buying the $1 million house with a reverse mortgage. So what that is like when, let's say I'm 75 years old, I want to buy this $1 million house. There's all these ratios they put into place, and it does, like if the son is 60, well, he'd have to be younger than that, 58. They may use his age, but they take a ratio from the age of the person and their expected life expectancy and the cost of the home, and they do these ratios, and they say, okay, for you to buy this $1 million house, you can put down. And now, if he's young like that, they may say you have to put $500,000 down, which now he could take a HECM out. Or he could take a HELOC out and get that. But the bonus with the HECM is you pay that $500,000 and you never have another mortgage payment.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. All they pay for is taxes and HOA. So if for
And
older
insurance.
and insurance for older people, that's beautiful because it takes a monthly payment out of their world. Like these older people that are going to sell their house and have a lump sum of cash, it takes having to worry about a monthly budget out of their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you could double up. That's a really fascinating idea, actually. Double up. Let her do a HECM and let him do a HELOC to get the HECM money. And then, boom, only thing you're going to be paying back is that HELOC. That'd be something to explore with a lender. Not all lenders do HECMs, so go look around and see. That'd be a pretty interesting thing to explore. More convoluted, but a definite option. And that could be a later option if this first option doesn't work out. Kevin says, quick HOA review and inspections, good idea. Even if you back out the seller willing, you're serious, and we'll come back to you later if no other offers. Stay in touch with the listing agent regardless and keep them updated. Our house is coming on the market. We're coming soon. We got interest. We got an offer. Negotiating. Keep suspense up. If they don't get a good offer, then know you're a straight shooter. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else got anything? Oh, there's some other folks there.
Let me
Hi,
monopolize.
Ananta. No, it's great. I love when we have a topic to discuss. I think it helps us, you know?
Yeah.
Anybody else have a comment on that? I talked a lot, sorry. But it is my talk show.
That's right.
The hostess with the mostest.
That's right. So, all right. Well, today is Wednesday, April 2nd. Hit the expireds if you like Kevin was talking about, or just go. Did you look at your month? Did you look at your first quarter? If not, when you get off this call, do that first. Assess, what did you do? What can you do better? What are you doing today? What action item are you taking today? Also, I was thinking it'd be fun to do a challenge amongst us. So y'all be thinking about what kind of challenge, like do you want X number of closings in the month of May? Or do you want that you contact X number of people? Are you interested, committed, or obsessed in your business? So be thinking about what you like to challenge, because I've been thinking about that. It'd be fun to do a challenge and be able to report on our challenge every day. So, okay? Hi. I love you much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Bye. Bye. I'm going to go look that up right now. Ed. See y'all later. Have a super great day. Thanks for being here.